Hi, my name is Rand, and I was an HR consultant for a lot of years, and then I retired and started mynew HR, which is My New Happy Retirement. This documents my life in retirement, so I'm glad you joined today. The video today is about me painting a spiral, how I go about painting these little cutout spirals that I have come to enjoy. So I hope you enjoy it, and welcome to mynew HR. Getting ready to start another painting, so I have laid out another spiral on a piece of paper. I love it because you start with a 2D object on this grid, and you can see how small it is, and you create actually a 3D object. Here's one that I already have started painting. There's that. There's the painting of it. There's my grid cut out. So this is really the artwork. This documents a 3D representation of that artwork. Anyway, that's a snapshot in time of this real object. And that's kind of what art does. It provides a snapshot of reality, typically. So I have this new one started. I'm going to paint this one. We'll see where we go. I tried color this time. I really like the black and white better. It's just stark. I like it. We'll see how it comes out. As I cut this, I try to hit those grid lines exactly. The intersections of the grid. Actually, I'm with my old eyes, I'm having to use some magnifying glasses to make sure I'm cutting down the center of the line and hitting the X's on those intersections. I really like these with the extra cut because it says the spiral continues off the paper and expands, and that's really what it does. Is this little piece of paper then just expands out, and that's what I really like about it. So you can see already just the shape of this is pretty cool. Love it. So I'll set that up, put some dramatic lighting on it, and paint it. Right, I have that spiral cut out, and I put a little layer of paint on it to kind of diminish the grid line. So you can see I'm going to probably come at it about this angle, do a painting like that. Also, as I was looking at this, I imagined, oh, what if, what if, this becomes its own little sculpture, and it is a 3D object. What if I, built a sculpture, and if you stood beside it, maybe you were this tall. Imagine a human standing beside it, this being 10 to 12 feet tall, where you could actually walk through the spaces and intersect with this whole thing. So then I can imagine that and see that, just to have a massive sculpture like this. So I'll probably paint this next one at about that angle. So I have it drawn out on my paper right here, and so we're getting ready to start the painting process. So I'm looking forward to this one. Once I have all the black roughed in, then I come to the edge and I use a heavy gel and add it to the paint so that it's stiff. And I build up, actually sculpt the edge of the paper. When the light hits it, it really makes it pop and look like the edge of the paper itself. So these are some details to show how that's built up. And once I finish that, then I just start working towards the shadows and the rest rest of the work. So here I've worked on the shadows in the bottom left corner to start filling in and creating that reflection in the shadows on the paper. This is my favorite part of finishing up a piece, and so I really enjoy peeling back the tape and letting the crispness of the image really come out. Be really careful because sometimes the paint is so thick on the edge that it actually lifts the paint off and rips the paper. So this has been a real fun series for me. Something completely new. The little work of art is the spiral itself, which is just a tiny little piece of paper here. There you go. That's the sculpture, and the painting is just documentation of one viewpoint of a tiny little sculpture. So I started signing those little spirals and including them with the painting so that you had the entire work of art. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I've enjoyed painting these spirals and the whole idea of spirals. It transcends culture and ages. Look at cave paintings, there are spirals on the walls. 2,000 years ago, there are spirals on the rocks. So it's everywhere, it's in nature. Anyway, it's an archetype. So it's been a very interesting study on spirals, and I've really enjoyed doing these little paintings. So I hope you enjoyed it as well. Thank you for joining. Keep watching. There's more to come, and welcome to My New HR.